Hey guys, it's Coach Steve, and I've got this week's workout brief. Starting in on Monday, we're going to start with a 2-rep heavy front squat. The goal here is to build to something that's heavy for you for the day for 2 reps and making those just solid quality front squats. Going heavy regularly pays off in a lot of ways. The body gets used to it. Your central nervous system gets used to it. And then you're able to start moving more weight when you regularly hit squats at a range that challenges you. Going into our workout, we're going 7 rounds, 10 sumo deadlift high pull, and 10 ring dips. The combination here are 2 vastly different pieces. The sumo deadlift high pull is driving power through your hips and maintaining a very solid core. Going to be a little bit more breathy than just about anything else. The ring dips should start at a place where you can go unbroken for 10, or in a set you can do the full rep range. And the place this is going to get hard is in that 7 rounds. The 7 rounds of this, just the sheer numbers will start to add up. Probably start breaking things down a little bit and getting to a place where it's a little bit breathy, but a lot of shoulders. Shoulders are going to be a big piece on this. Goal time here is 7 to 10 minutes with a 12-minute cap. That's moving pretty quick, so it's going to be one that you'll chunk through pretty quickly, but those shoulders will start to get fatigued, and a little bit of breathing will come into play as well. On Tuesday, we're going to start off practicing getting ready for the WOD with thrusters and hang power cleans, and then going into a 20-minute AMRAP. 5 thrusters, 7 hang power cleans, and then 10 front rack lunges with all the same bar. Those front rack lunges, the 10, it's 5 each leg, so doing 10 total. Goal here is that you're able to do this in each one of those movements in a full chunk without breaking those up. Goal is 5+ rounds. So not going to be the fastest workout in the world. 20 minutes, it's just going to start fatiguing both your shoulders from holding on to that weight and your legs, since legs are involved in every single part of this. The sneaky part of this one is going to be that core. All 3 of these movements require that your core is extremely stable and in a good place. So don't be surprised if your core starts to be one of those places that starts to get tired and fatigued, forcing you to set that weight down and shake it out before you go into the next movement. Once we're done with that, we're going to hook a band up to the rig and going to do face pulls. The goal here is to focus on contracting the posterior side of the shoulder, the back side of your shoulder, squeezing those muscles, and then getting a massive pump, getting a lot of blood flow into that area, making that kind of just fatiguing it and getting a lot of blood in there. This is going to be really good for helping with any shoulder aches and pains, as long as you're not going to a place that's going to hurt that. Looking for about 20 or more reps in a set of that, shaking it out. This is not for time for the cash out. Just wanting to get a good pump on the shoulders. On Wednesday, we're going to start off playing with the jerk, going overhead, building over the weight that you plan to do for the workout. Workout weight isn't super light, but it's not super heavy. We want to spend some quality time working on that movement. And then we're going into a 12-minute AMRAP, 10 jerks, shouldered overhead, 10 toes to bar, 30 double unders. The weight on those jerks is moderately heavy for 10 reps. That will come into play. That will limit the amount of rounds that you're able to get. The toes to bar and the double unders will get a little bit breathy. So kind of that combination between breathy and moderately heavy weight, you're really going to have to slow down and focus in on good quality movement. Goal here is about 4 to 6 rounds. And really just a solid combination of body weight and weightlifting movement that really forces you to think about what you're doing on this workout. On Thursday, we're going to start off building to a heavy 3 pull-ups. If you're able to do strict pull-ups, that is adding weight to that. If you're not there yet, this is a good chance for you to see how little help you need being able to pull you up. This is a strength portion. So think of this as strength, build on that. If you're able to accomplish 3 reps looking and feeling really good, make it a little bit harder. Continue to push yourself and build that strength in the pull range. Then we're going into a benchmark workout, Tabata something else. This is a combination of 4 Tabatas. You're going to finish one movement before you move on to the next one. So Tabata pull-ups, 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. As many reps as you can do in that amount of time. And your score on this one is total reps. So keep track of what you're doing. After you're done with Tabata pull-ups, that 10-second rest that you get at the end, you go right into Tabata push-ups. No additional rest, right into the next movement. Tabata push-ups, 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. As many reps as you can get in 8 rounds of that. As soon as you're done with that, you're going into Tabata sit-ups and then Tabata squats. The goal here is that we're really moving a lot of reps. It's not going to feel like it necessarily. There's going to be a few of those rounds where it's just going to get hard to continue doing the reps. Pace it a little earlier. Don't go to complete failure during your Tabatas. That's not a recipe for success here. You do not have to maintain the same reps every single round. So this is not our standard Tabata workout that we normally do. This is for total reps. Get what you can, get it when you feel like you can, and just keep working hard during each one of the segments. Total score scores your total reps for this, for Tabata something else. Friday, we're going to jump right in and we're going to go 40 minutes of continuous movement, 10 minutes each station, bike, row, battle ropes, and jump rope. Just moving for 10 minutes straight in each station. The transition is no time between. So when we call rotate, you're just going to go from one station to the next and go for 10 minutes in that station. This one is about pacing. It should be conversational, maybe a little bit more, but probably not. Something that you can sustain for 40 minutes of work. Some of these movements, like the battle rope, don't work well with that. So do what you need to do to maintain some solid movement. That could be, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest kind of thing. But try to slow down, see how long you can really go, and try to get your mind out of I've got to attack this and get it into the pace of what can I maintain? How can I do this and go for as long as possible? That's the whole point of Friday's workout, is just go to a place that you can maintain and is completely sustainable for a long period of time. Saturday, we're going to start off playing with some power snatch. This is from ground to overhead in one movement. We will go over that as a skill, and then we will play with a little bit of weight. And then we get right into the WOD, 15 minutes, as many rounds as possible, 15 power snatch, 30 double unders, 15 wall ball shots, 30 double unders, back and forth between those things for 15 minutes. This one should very much feel like breathing. The weights should be very light. The number of reps will come into play. 15 power snatches is a lot. It's something you've got to focus on. It's not something that's going to go super fast. So there will be some muscle fatigue going on here, but I'm going to say most of that's going to be related to just a lack of oxygen through the system. So slow it down, breathe really well, and shooting for 4+ rounds in Saturday's workout. That's what we have coming up this week, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the gym. Bye.